raise the mic, 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 raise the mic.
Who got it? I got it. Raise the mic, I got it.
Raise the mic,
raise the mic. It don't matter who got it. Raise the mic, I got it.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic,
raise the mic.
How is everybody doing today? I go by the name of Blue Diaz, representing Blazer Mike, along with my partner right here.
DJ SAWSETONES.
Let's go.
Mic.
All right. So we have a very special guest today. His name is
JAVON DIMITRI.
JAVON DIMITRI. He is a comedian. He also raps, and he does many of things as well. He has many talents as well. This gentleman right here, he came to Blaze the Mic, Amarachi Lounge, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. It's good to have you here.
Good to have you on. Okay.
All right. So as a comedian or as an artist, what inspired you to become a comedian?
Oh, it's a good question. To be honest with you, I never thought about doing comedy.
Okay.
What was your first?
But since I started, just trying to find different outlets to express myself creatively, standing on stage and talking to people became something I love doing.
Okay, well that's very good.
Good, very good.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
About 3 years now.
Okay. So I hear you're a Bronx native. All right. Starting out in the field of entertainment is all what you need, or still searching for that top?
No, I'm not searching. I'm not searching for anything else as far as what I love doing music and doing comedy, basically. Even though I think I love doing comedy just a little bit more, but I'm not searching for any more outlets.
No outlets. Okay.
So what is more your passion, music or comedy, or do you like split it both ways?
I think so. I think I do split it. As much as I love doing comedy, as much as I love doing music, sometimes I feel like comedy, sometimes I feel like music. It's
basically depending on your mode.
Yeah. Then I could just shut off and be like, if I listen to music and I could just get inspired just like that. Shit. I want to go write something or just.
It's a good mixture of both.
It's a good mixture of both, right? Yeah. I can relate to where you're actually coming from, because I'm a producer / artist. So sometimes when I'm not in a mood to make a beat, I'm in a mood to rap.
Yes, sir.
I write a song, I could switch up. It's always good to have multi-talent. You always switch up.
Okay.
You don't get bored with one talent.
Right.
Amen to that. People keep telling you better not stop doing music. I don't care how good
That's
you
right.
get doing comedy.
That's right.
You
gotta keep the fire going. Keep the flames going. All right.
Exactly. But one's gonna take off.
Is there any upcoming shows you got coming up in New York City or anywhere out of New York?
Yeah, actually, next week is sort of a busy week. I'm doing a show on the 14th, the 15th, the 16th, 17th. Gotham Comedy Club.
Okay.
Brokerage Comedy Club out in Long Island, Belmore. I'm doing a show out in Yonkers.
Okay.
And actually another talent showcase in the Bronx in a living room. Which is like
living room. Okay, I performed there a couple of times. Okay.
Yeah. So
let the people know exactly where. Give them like the address and the location, so they want to support you. Like your fans out there.
Oh, that's different addresses. I don't even remember them by heart. But I would. I mean, one show is in Manhattan. I mean, on social media they could find it.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
A date? Is there any particular dates? as
Yeah,
well?
yeah. So the 14th, the 15th, 16th, 17th of
Okay.
November.
So what's your Facebook name on so they can find
Facebook.
you?
I'm not on Facebook.
Uh,
I'm on it, but my page is all like I can't access it. But Instagram, JAVON DIMITRI, JAVON DIMITRI_.
Okay.
And they could definitely find all the different showcases
Okay.
and events that I have coming up. Send me a
People need to
DM.
find you so they know where to come and check you out.
Yeah, for sure,
Enjoy
man. I
your
appreciate y'all, Blazer Mike, for allowing me to come express my creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So name a couple of times where you actually felt like, wow, when you get on stage, you really actually feel good doing comedy, and you say to yourself, wow, I want to use this as, this is what I really, really want to do. Like this is my goal. This is my what's the word? My passion.
Passion, yes. Yes.
So name a couple of times where you just felt like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna give up. This is not me. Or you actually, you say to yourself, wow, this is what I really, really want to do.
Mm-hmm. I think it's been a couple of times. I mean, it's no one time that I've ever been like, yo, I want to quit this. You know what I mean? I'm like, especially doing comedy for about 3 years now. My first year was a bit rough. You got, sometimes the crowd just ain't feeling you. And you got to kind of eat that up. But every time I hit the stage, every time I'm around a microphone, I just get excited. I just
get excited, right?
Right.
Okay.
Got to keep it moving.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That's good. We really enjoyed you when you came down to Aramachi in Brooklyn.
Amarachi Lounge, right?
And Amarachi Lounge.
Amarachi
My
Lounge.
pardon. My pardon. And it turned out great and everything. But is there anything that you might want to express today on the show today?
Oh yeah, I'm always down to dance. I'm always down to dance.
All right.
I got a little something up the tank.
So you want to show us what you do? Like you want to show us any dances that you came up with yourself?
This is Blaze the Mic, right?
Hey,
That's what it is.
it could be Blaze the Mic, but we could also call it Blaze the Floor. You want to blaze the floor?
Blaze the
Mic,
Blaze the
baby.
floor.
All right, so yeah, I got a couple of
All
minutes
right,
I could
okay.
share with the people.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm taking over your show for a little bit.
Go ahead,
No,
do your
no,
thing.
no.
Go ahead.
Let people enjoy.
Let the people enjoy.
No doubt. So basically, I've been doing comedy for about 3 years now, y'all. And I truly love it. I love being able to talk about how women could have 10 babies and act like nothing happened, but break a nail and act like her life is over. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen it. Just, like walk around having babies, and as soon as they break it out, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't know if you ever seen it. It's truly amazing.
Okay.
I wasn't always
That's
a
facts.
comic though. Growing up, I wanted to sing. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to sing something. Studying the likes of the Temptations, Jackson 5, Michael
Okay.
Jackson, New Edition.
Okay, well that's a beat. That's a beat
Bobby
playing
Brown.
right there. I know you said you
They
got.
wanted me to get it. They wanted me to do music now.
If you can.
Well, the beat is playing,
Let's see what, since you're hiding.
Since you're
that other aspect
multi-talented,
of
you
your
like
life
doing
there.
beats. We had to. We just had to throw the beat on there just to see
Okay.
where you're gonna be coming from.
Right.
Drop some bars.
So listen, y'all.
You want to turn up the beat, please? There we go.
So I don't have to. I feel like I'm fucking up.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right.
What? Listen. Time flies, so I can't say it though. I'm on the grind of time. Every morning I'm in the mirror to peep the vision. It's fulfilling this funny feeling. I got the feeling. I hope you feel me. Cause I ain't talking about a sexual healing, you'll hear me. I'm just talking about that work when it's selling and killing. We all that. To my brothers, we killing and we keening. Food up in the oven to feel I was heating. Sit up at the round table, they peep how we eating. Hands tied with doggy bags, they pre while we leaving. I'm just working out, shoes all burnt out. I ain't got no doubt, get that money, move the clout. Death to the slouch, that potatoes in the couch. ouch. I could understand when we grouch. They should call you Oscar. Get your own movie. Right up on Sesame with them old groupies. Talk about it. You already know we gon' talk about it. And if you talk about it, you better talk about it.
Okay, that's bars right
Well,
there. Okay, okay,
nice
yeah.
flow there, man. Nice flow.
All right.
Feel you on that.
Please don't bore me. I ain't got time and to get late early. With this little light of mine, I'm gon' shine. My forever mood, you can catch me on the grind. And two-stepping ain't a crime. Unless you overstep, then I mean you out of line. And I don't carry guns, but if I did it, they're 9 to probably 8. And I hate running from Jake, but I'm old enough.
All right.
What?
All right. That's multi-talented right there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
At
You can turn down the beat now.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
But at least we know that that other hidden talent is not gone, right?
It's not gone.
No doubt.
All right.
All right. At least something that.
So who inspired you to like rap? Do you know like any? Do you look up to anybody in the industry right now that you say, "Wow, I want to be a rapper"? Well,
That's a good question.
Well, for me, like, my family is like musically talented. Like, you know, I just have a lot of different family members who do music, and you know, just a history of doing
family
music. So
musicians.
that's normally where it came from. But doing my, you know, growing out on my own and stuff like that, I just was doing a lot of research and listening to old music. Mainly a lot of 90s music kind of inspires me. It's kind of not, you know, it's real hip hop, to be honest with you. Not to discredit anybody else's music, but it's just a style and a sound and kind of thing that I've kind of grown accustomed to, like, you know what I mean? So,
well, if you ask me, you know, the 90s hip hop was way better than the hip hop. You know, I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, as you said. You know, but when it came down to real music, real hip hop music, I'm gonna have to go with
Real
the
story.
storylines and everything.
Yes.
I'm gonna really have to go with the 90s era.
Yes,
Because that was the best era. That was, you know, like that's where real hip hop was around.
It's just
you know?
it's different. It's just different. Yeah.
There's a different feel to it, and but how did you enjoy that beat right there?
That beat is tough, man.
Right.
Gotta talk to Blue if y'all want to hear that, man.
Well, listen, just to let people know out there, I produced that track. You know, you can also hit me up for some tracks also. But we're definitely gonna talk about that, yeah. But
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I like that. A man with multi-talented, man.
Multi-talented.
You know, you just keep doing your thing, and you know, like I said, dreams come true, man. If you make it happen.
Yes,
You know?
sir.
That's how it
Definitely.
works.
Appreciate that, y'all.
You know?
It works.
So, who's your favorite comedian?
I would honestly say, you know, Martin is definitely one of my favorite
Martin
comedians.
Lawrence, okay.
Just, you know, he's somebody that I think, coming from where I come from, like I could relate to. Like it's stuff that, you know, I don't.
His realness.
And there's a lot of
His realness,
comedians
right.
that's really, really good. But you know, Martin stands out as, you know, somebody like, yo, he's one of us.
Right.
You know what I mean? From
Right.
where we come from, he's one of us.
Right.
Not to discredit anybody else, but you know, I look at a lot of other comedians too, but I think Martin is definitely one of my top 5.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
That's
okay.
good. That's good.
How about Eddie? I like Eddie Murphy. I like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, like the old school, you know, the old school cats,
Richard
man.
Pryor.
Yeah, those are the originals, man. I used to
You
love
sound like
Richard
you're going all the
Pryor.
way back to Sanford and Son.
Oh man, Sanford and
Red
Son.
Fox.
You want to go back,
Yeah, Red
back
Fox,
that far?
you know, Red Fox over here, you know.
Oh yes.
And I don't know if you remember Red Fox.
Actually, I didn't really, you know, get to see too much of him, but I did my research.
Yeah,
know,
if
I
you
had
look
to
it up on
learn
YouTube, just
stuff.
punch in Sanford and Son, and you'll see, you know,
Richard Pryor and
Richard
all the rest of
Pryor,
them that
all
grew up
yeah.
in those eras, you know, that I've grown up out of, you know.
What's actually funny is, like, the first year I did comedy, I didn't really do comedy. I just really studied, like, you know what I mean? I bought mad DVDs. I know people do social media and stuff like that, but I'm a DVD guy. I just bought everybody's everybody's DVD that I could buy, and I just would watch it. Like that would be something I watch. Like, I don't, you know how people watch the news?
Right.
I watch comedy. Like,
Oh, okay.
Comedy's your
Cool.
news.
yeah.
Okay.
Comedy
So
journals.
that was
Comedy's
definitely
his news.
right.
how I came, you know, to really nourish my talent on stage.
That's good. That's good.
That's
At
good.
least you
That's
put a
good.
history
That's
behind
good.
you. You know what I'm saying? And focusing on the different techniques that comedians use in coming up. You know. But that's a good thing. Thank you for coming through.
Thank y'all for having
so
me.
much, yeah.
Even though y'all cut me off in the middle of my comedy set.
Oh, you know, if you want, you can continue.
How does that work though? Like, does that mess up what we already?
Well, you could get on the
if
stage
you-
right now. Go ahead. Then you could just, you know,
All right,
let
cool,
the audience
cool.
know. You know, there's people watching you out there.
All right, no doubt.
know?
So, you know, back to what we was talking about. Yeah, I've been doing comedy for 3 years, and growing up, I wanted to be a singer. You know, it's truly something that I wanted to do. Studying Temptations, Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, Bobby Brown, New Edition, and Usher. I can't dance, but I got a mean two-step. And I feel like after Usher, the game was wide open. It was like, who next? Like, I felt like I was that dude I was going to be next. And then Chris Brown came out with this. It was like, I don't know if y'all seen it, like, but it was terrible because he ruined my whole singing career, like everything I ever wanted to do. Like, did he just say do 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 do? Like, he definitely just, you know. But like I said, I love doing comedy. That's what I love to do. I love being able to talk about how guys could get 9 times, act like nothing happened, just in the club like this, but get plucked in the eye and feel like their life is over. You ever see it? Like, oh my God. Truly amazing, y'all. And we always talk about how God is good and all the time. But let's talk about the times when he ain't good. You know, let's just break that down real quick. You understand? I don't like the fact I can't wear what I want to wear without being accused of being a gangster. You know, sweatpants and hoodies. Comfortable. I was waiting at the bus the other day, and a homeboy was getting robbed while standing next to me. The robber was like, yo, hand over everything, fam. And dude hands over everything to me. Like, bro, I'm not with him. Like, what? Like, I did take a cell phone, but that's not what we're talking about right now. You know, the robber was like, yo, that's all you want, bro? It's like, bro, I'm not even with you. Like, what's up? I was like, next week, though, bro, next week. You know, I just like to be comfortable. Sweatpants and hoodies. Took Shorty on a date the other day. Took her to Starbucks because, you know, they got that macchiato. You know what I mean? She gets into an argument with the cashier. So they going back and forth. She's yelling at him. He's yelling at her. She's yelling at him. She turns around, looks at me and say, yo, Jay, get the strap. Hey, I know I'm tough. So I was like, right now, word? Wait right here. And I ain't never been back since, y'all. Have not.
Okay.
I mean, she texted me like a week later, yo, Jay, what happened to the strap? I was like, couldn't find it. Still won't go out, though. It is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm tough, but I'm not that tough. Like, I walk with a bop and talk with a little slang, but I also love vegetables and crossword puzzles. Like, that's just me. Just saying, you know? I know who I am. It's all about knowing who you are. And I know I don't trust handicapped people. No offense, but it's too many people in wheelchairs doing this. Hey, my man, you got the time? Like, did you just get up out of your wheelchair? Like, I'm about to go tell on you. You know? I'm just saying, man, like, for that blue parking spot, they'll hit you with one of these. World War III break out tomorrow, man. They go get up out of there. Shit. You know? It's all about knowing who you are.
That's right.
Like, I got a mean mug. Like, I might mean mug you, but if you be like, yo, what you looking at? I'm going to be like, nothing, bro. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth. You know? Well, I'm getting older. I'm 29, about to be 30. I just got out of a single relationship. I was in a relationship, but I was the only one in it. You know, and it was getting weird, like fast. Just doing stupid stuff. Like liking my own pictures on Instagram. Was commenting on it. You go, boy. Just commenting back, I'm going. You know what I mean? I was buying 2-for-1 drinks and both by myself in the club. You know how single that look in the club with 2 drinks in your hand? Talking about, hey girl. You know? I'm getting older. I'm ready to settle down. But I'm picky. You know, I'm picky. I stopped talking to girls for the dumbest reasons. Like I stopped talking to this one girl because she ain't have no eyebrows. And I ain't know how to tell her. Here's the thing, like met up, you know what I mean? We hugged and she gave me a, you know what I mean? She kind of like smuggled her whole face in my chest. And when she came up, her eyebrows were gone. And I didn't know how to relay that message. So I panicked and said, my dog's dad just died, I gotta go. You know how hard it is to have a conversation with somebody with no eyebrows? I didn't know whether she was mad, happy, sad, afraid. She was like, have a dog. It's like, you ain't got no eyebrows. I ain't judging nobody, y'all. I ain't perfect. I'll be the first to admit I'm not perfect. Like, I want to make better decisions for the right reasons. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Okay, that's your.
Thanks in advance.
Yeah, thank
Coming
you.
through.
All right.
All right.
Was that cool? Like, I don't know. Like, I was.
So, what age was your first and when you started doing comedy, like as far as when you was a child, did you ever used to crack jokes in school?
Oh man, when I was in school, like I wasn't like a comedian, but I definitely was a clown. I was a clown. Always getting in trouble.
Okay.
Always getting
in trouble, right?
office. Like
Always signified as a class clown.
No, I wasn't even considered a class clown. I was just a clown. Like I mean, people, my friends knew that I was bugged. Like you know what I mean? But
bugged out.
Something that like you know, because I got kicked out of too many different schools, so I was moving around, just you know, being stupid.
I can understand that. But when did you ever do any type of stage entertainment at a young age?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
You know, my upbringing was, you know, a lot of dysfunction, so I wasn't really stable enough in school. I wasn't focused enough in school, and it never panned like that.
Right.
Especially as much as I wanted it to be.
Well, trust me, there's plenty of entertainment that has that.
That's right.
You know, rough life, but they still made it to where they needed to.
Exactly.
You know, so it's good still to know that you still focus on and making your career. You know,
appreciate that.
You know,
so you say you was born and raised. You're from the Bronx, but was you born and raised in the Bronx?
Yeah. On my birth certificate, it say Bronx, Lebanon.
Oh, Bronx, Lebanon Hospital. Okay, all right. That's cool. All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Any shows? Anybody from the Bronx that you know, that discovered you up there? That you know you've done local shows up there in the Bronx?
Yeah. So being from the Bronx is cool because you got a lot of guys like, I mean now people travel, but you know right now currently in the Bronx you got shows from like guys like JP Justice, Imagine, who's definitely helped me out a lot with my career. And other guys too, you know, just a lot to name. A lot of underground artists that's, you know, still trying to get out.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. That's
cool.
Okay. So where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? As far as like with let's touch the music part of it, since you like music as well. Is there any like you have any goals when it comes to music?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta, you know, I want to have a single out or something, like, you know, you gotta start somewhere.
True.
So musically, I don't have anything to show for. So
you have nothing recorded at this time?
Nothing that I could put out, no.
Okay. You have any lyrics written down at this time?
But yeah, I got tons and tons of stuff in my head.
What are you waiting?
Blue need to get
you're
together.
Still young, 29 years old, you know.
Yeah.
got a talent, you know, music, and you do music, and you rap. I mean, you rap and you do you sing as well?
Nah. I mean,
You
not
rap?
right now because I'm a little congested.
Okay,
But I do
okay,
a
it's
little,
alright.
sing a little something,
Sing a little
harmonize.
something. Okay, that's good. You know, you can actually when you rap, when you do music, when you go to the studio, you can actually harmonize over your beats and actually harmonize over your lyrics too.
Yeah.
You know, it brings out the
the tone of the music.
the tone of the music.
Yes,
yeah.
it does.
Yeah, you can harmonize.
Yes, it does.
You know, when it comes down to your choruses, I learned that as an artist. You know, you can harmonize or just like sing a tune over your choruses. It brings it out more.
That's kind of dope because I actually did that, but I didn't know what I was doing. Really, I just did it
Well,
on one of the songs that I did, but it can't be released because it's not.
Consider
it's
it
just
as the first step. You know, you never been to the studio before, correct?
No, I've been to the studio and
You
stuff
recorded?
like that.
You got anything recorded?
Like I said, I got a lot of family
Okay.
that do music, so it's just something that, you know, that it's always been around. But I just took a different route in doing comedy.
Okay.
So you still have those doors open for you in case you need to ask them and give you a helping hand?
Yeah, I mean, somebody always got some advice for me.
Okay.
But as far as what's the next step in my music career, I don't know. Like, you know, what you know, it's sort of like up in the air. Like what, you know, what.
Are you looking forward to advance that, or you just want to stay with comedy?
I mean, yeah, I'm always. I'm never one to shut something out totally.
Right.
Because you have the you have the lyrics written down already. You have the lyrics written down. It's just basically you're ready to go. You just write production, hit the studio.
I don't really write. Like just all in my head.
So you have nothing written down. It's all in your head right now. Okay.
But it's good to write it down.
But that's good. That's very talented too. You know, shout out to those artists out there that they don't write nothing down. That just comes off the head.
Yeah, well.
And look at like Notorious B.I.G. You know, Biggie Smalls.
Right.
They never seen him with a book in the studio. They never seen him with a book in the studio.
No. Boy,
They used to say, "Yo, listen, where's your lyrics at? Lyrics?" That man used to just go to the studio. He did his whole album
straight up
off the head.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of artists these days, they can't do that. This is why I respect the 90s more than the artists now, because the 90s, we was more lyrically inclined.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, what's up, y'all?
Talented.
How you doing?
This is JAVON Dimitri.
Yeah, we know him. We know him.
Yes, I know you
This is the comedian. We brought him out. You know what I mean? This is Colors Peoples right here. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm a ratch.
Yeah, this is definitely my man's right here. We gonna have him co-hosting at our show November 17th.
Okay.
Yeah. You know,
Next
Thanksgiving party. So you know, we're very happy to be here.
indeed.
Happy to see you here.
Thank you.
know?
I appreciate that. Yeah, I just did a little set, comedy, a little bit of music, so I'm a little tired.
Great. Oh, great. Yes.
All right.
You got more bars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could throw another, little something.
Let's drop that
You're
beat
out of
again.
Bronx, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're out of the Bronx.
Native.
Okay. How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right?
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a crazy day out.
Yes,
all
I've
good.
heard it is.
Yeah, the weather is not exactly the best. So it combines with traffic.
Yes.
Mother Nature ain't getting
Yes.
last night.
Yes.
So she ain't-
Yes.
Mother Nature. That's so good one. She
Yeah,
weeping
yeah.
right now, right?
I know. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you have any prospects? Do you have what you have coming up? Like any new ideas from you? Do you have any projects that you have coming up?
I don't have. I got a lot of things that I want to do,
That's what I'm asking
but
about.
it's definitely about getting up with the right people. You know, networking
Right.
like we're doing right now,
Right.
and then coming to the table and trying to bring some of those ideas to life. You know, it's never limited. Music,
Right.
comedy,
Right.
the TV screen. You know.
Right.
Wow.
Always
Okay,
in the
okay.
making.
Are you into acting also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have anything out there?
Nah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
You're looking at it, right?
No doubt.
So you want to do something else?
Yeah.
You want to do a couple of bars? You have
Some drop the beat.
So
Blue.
the beat is from Blue.
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
Ashley
Yeah.
played it
Wow.
off the
What
phone.
you guys talking about before I got here?
We was just talking about mostly him, comedy.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
multi-talented,
Yeah.
comedy,
Doing
and
a lot of things, right?
Right. He's
You're gonna be
working his
hosting on the
way-
24th, right? For Blaze the Mic.
That's the 24th?
Yes,
You
on
wanna
the 24th.
meet- Oh, all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that
Are we
December, right?
recording?
No, November 24th. That's the
Okay. Right,
Are
the
we
one after
recording?
Thanksgiving, right?
yeah, right after
Okay,
Thanksgiving.
right.
That's the
It don't matter as long as we got some food around. You know, I'm in there.
that's the artist market situation. So yeah,
Right.
they could drop something, and so you could do a little.
You guys want to drop that beat again?
Hit us up with a couple of bars, extra bars.
Got some extra bars. We have a multi-talented brother over here.
That's right.
The one before that one. You want to? Sounds like kind of low.
Is that one yours? You want him to hit the other one before that?
Hit the other one before that one. You got to turn it up.
Yeah, that's the count. That's
All
the
right.
count.
Yo.
Yeah. Turn it up. Turn it up.
What?
Yeah.
Turn it up through the phone. Can't hear nothing. Yeah, that one is good. That one is good. Leave it right there.
What? Yeah. Bring it back.
Roll it on. Just roll into it.
Bro, what you can go?
Roll into it. Go ahead. Just go from there.
I can't live without POTUS, my mind focused. Getting to a choking chicken, never chizzy, got this Henny in my cup. Mind racing, quarter half. Yeah, throw that back.
Go, roll that beat back one more time for this brother right here.
What?
Can you give us the top? Start from the top on that one. Bring it back from the top.
All right.
Right.
All right, start that one over.
I want to freestyle to it, but I ain't, I'm just.
Oh, if you want
We're
to.
gonna reverse
I'm
that.
like freestyle, like, but I got like off the head too.
Okay.
What? I can't live without POTUS, so my mind focused. Getting to a choking chicken, never chasing. Got this Henny in my cup. Mind racing, quarter half past racing. I think I'm faded. Wait, nobody's supposed to be here, but still we made it. The grind never get belated. Dreams congregated, start the contemplation. Back to the basic, back and forth. I started pacing to get this orchestration. Now watch this for sure. Ain't no such thing as halfway crook. You're scared to death, you're scared to look. Don't be scared. Cause part of winning, knowing life is for the living. Beat my Dougie, him fans can't touch me. He gonna do it to him, y'all.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you rolled in. Do you have anything out published that you're doing, or that you've done in the past?
Nah, not really.
You have written bars, or you have any like CD out there, or you're planning to put something together?
I ain't got nothing really, not yet.
Yeah. So when are you gonna get started?
That's why we here, right?
Well, you know, it's Blaze the Mic, the platform to open up for upcoming artists.
I mean, you're a comedian, so your main thing is comedy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So you mean,
But yeah, you know, like as long as I got people who say, listen, you rap too, so don't forget about that. That always is another leg of inspiration to make me to be like, yeah. Let me get in that booth.
yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's true. You know, it's good to have you here, and you know, it's always a good thing to help other people or to give other people a platform, especially when it's people that are doing the same thing or on the same, level or wavelength as you are. You know.
Right.
So yeah. When is your immediate next event? Is that the one that on the 17th?
No. The next event that I'm doing is on the 14th at Gotham Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
And that one should be.
Oh,
dope.
you have okay.
And then the 15th, 16th, and then I'm with y'all the 17th.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Gotham is a festival?
It's a comedy club. It's more just comedy.
Oh, just one day. Okay.
Yeah.
Just one day.
What you said on the 15th, you got?
Actually, two on the 17th. I got 2 events, so I may have to definitely cancel one of them.
Okay.
You're loaded.
I just
You're busy.
remember that.
So he's coming to the
You're
one with the
busy,
food.
yeah.
Come to us. You gotta come to
You
us.
could do both. You could do
Nah,
both
I
right
can't. I
now.
don't
You're
drive.
hopping.
I'm on a scooter right now. I don't drive. I can't make it to both.
I feel you right now.
You rode a scooter over here from.
I walk.
Oh, okay. Walked in.
He got it on the ferry waiting on him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Y'all got jokes now.
I thought he came on a scooter, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your scooter turns into like a boat.
It do.
Yeah?
Just push
Okay,
the
all right.
buttons.
Yeah, push the button, top
Yeah,
fall
man.
back.
I got a
So-
drop top scooter
Oh, the
boat.
scooter.
You got a
Yeah,
drop
yeah,
top
yeah.
scooter boat. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Nah,
You hear that, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
on
right?
some real-
First to have a drop top.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, wow.
I like.
You know, the last time you did the comedy at, I was a Marachi. Yeah. That was.
Well, we did. I think one before that though.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. There was Artist Market, I think.
I
Yeah. I think it was. Oh no,
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
some Queens.
no secret location situation. I remember.
Oh, okay,
that.
yeah. Boom. But
Yeah.
that the Amarachi was the
Okay.
first one.
Yeah, it
was
was
the
pretty
first
good.
one.
It was.
Right.
I mean, you did your thing. You were,
Yeah. I like your
And,
comedian style, man. Your sets
So,
is-
so
your
when
sets
you
is intriguing. Like you have to like listen in. You know what I mean? Because like you keep us like drawn in and like
I
yeah.
appreciate that. I mean,
Yeah,
I've never got
it's
to
not like
hear somebody
you
say
know, like
what
you know,
it's
like a first time.
to
Every
listen
time you joke, it's like a punchline. You gotta listen,
Right.
and the punchlines like
Right.
progress because you build
Exactly.
a little story. But you know, we do. You one of the few. Not everybody does that. I always big up people like you that can like keep it, you know, flowing.
Okay.
And then bring
Interesting,
it back
yes.
to other stuff from the beginning of your joke
I
set.
appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a skill. So yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
keep that up. Yeah, that's good.
Keep
You always
it,
you always gonna remember the first time you bit your lip, basically.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
absolutely.
just say he just got caught. His lizard got caught in the elevator.
Yeah,
right?
Censored.
Nah,
Lizard.
nah.
But it's as dramatic as certain things you don't forget. So it's kind of easy to remember
Yeah.
and just add on.
So
as
you
you
talking
go.
like true stories, kind of. That's the best way to present your stuff. You know what I mean? Like true. Not everything gonna be true.
Okay.
you just
Hopefully
add
that didn't
on.
happen to you. You know what I mean? Hopefully
Nah.
that's made up. But yeah, when
Nah,
you
that
present it
didn't
that
happen.
way,
No.
yeah, when you present it that way, yeah, it's kind of easy to remember.
So I have a question for you. When you you ever go before and you actually choked up on stage?
I forget. I forget.
You forget?
Block that out your
that's-
memory.
Yeah.
The thing is too, you know, I just forget. Like I ain't even gonna try to make that. I forget.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just go
like
with the
that,
flow,
like
right?
that.
When you're on
Yeah,
stage,
yeah,
you just
yeah.
It's
basically.
more so that's how it really is. Like you just going with the flow and what the crowd, what they're laughing at. You know, a lot of the times now, since I used to forget so much, I put that in my set. So,
I hear that one, right?
You know what I mean? Like, you really forgot? No, I ain't forget. Goddamn.
Okay.
But he was at the artist market too.
Yes, that's where he. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
first time
That's
that
what
he.
I thought so.
Yeah, that
That's
was the
what I
first
thought.
time that
Okay.
he was
All
replaced the
right.
mic. Yeah,
Right.
that was his
Yeah,
first time.
I just
replaced
ain't
the
got
mic.
no music to perform really, so you know I ain't really.
No,
That
night
was his.
Yeah,
comedy.
that night you could do
That night
anything.
you did
know?
comedy,
Yeah,
right.
you
But
could
I'm
do
gonna start.
comedy
You know,
or-
I mean, I got some tracks that I do want to lay down. You know, so we could talk about studio situation, y'all. And, you know,
Yeah,
Okay,
studios.
okay.
Definitely got studios.
Well, you could talk. You could talk to us about that. Blue got beats.
Already
You know.
know? Okay.
Yeah.
because
he
you
got
know you
beats.
can't really do music unless you buy beats.
Well, I mean,
Facts.
Well, we
You
could
can't
talk.
be
We could
putting
talk
out-
business after the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
you already
What do
know.
you
I mean,
Well-
I ain't buying no beats right now.
You could talk business
I
during the
ain't
show.
gonna
You
lie.
all talking about
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
show right here.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about
You
after
want to
the
buy
show.
a beat? You can
Let's
buy a
make it
beat.
a little
with me. That's
interesting.
it.
so you
Yeah.
talking about that
The
cash
money
out,
on the,
you know?
on the
money
bargaining
on the
table right
table
now.
right
You know what I'm
now.
talking about.
Let's go.
I mean, you know, when you get situated, yeah, just holler at me for a beat. You already know.
That's what's
You know?
up. That's what's up. At least we got these
Once you see
resources.
potential in an artist, usually we'll try to help them out as far as we can, and you know, we'll throw a few beats, introduce you to a few other personnel who can you know, help you through your artistic values. You know what I'm saying, to bring you out more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
That's
All
cool.
right, so that's another addition to our platform as Blaze the Mic.
Yeah.
You know. So you don't have to worry about that, you know.
It's like you got a whole package. You're all set up right now.
I just don't. I don't. You know, I gotta put the team behind me. You know, so we can.
That's right.
Push,
That's right.
The right team behind.
Yeah.
Things
So
good,
we're
things
still
bad.
here. Blaze the mic. We're on. This is the Blaze the Mic show, everybody. How's everybody doing
Blaze the
today?
mic.
All right.
And yeah, it's been a good day, pretty much, with JAVON DIMITRI. He's a
Yep.
comedian. And, well, for those that are outside, you know what's going on now. It's really bad out there.
Oh,
But
man.
yeah,
Today.
last week we had the opportunity to a few people that were representing Survive to Thrive. I had to mention that because the month of October was Domestic Violence Month, domestic violence awareness and breast cancer awareness. So we were in the midst of a few people like Remy and Fat Joe. It was put together by CHRISSY, CHRISSY MONROE. Yeah. Yep, it was pretty good. It was a good event. It was for the cause, you know.
Domestic violence.
Yeah. It is domestic violence. It's nothing to play with. Bishop Whitehead was there too. Rod Digger. A couple of people were there. So yeah. So we're gonna play a couple of clips from that event. Just to let the viewers see, get to get a whiff of what we experienced there. Domestic violence. If anybody's out there that needs help, reach out to somebody. You have to say something.
Go for guys
you know,
and girls.
Yes, it's for everybody. You know, it's not women, it's not men, it's everybody. It's not domestic violence. Could be your family member. It could be your, friend.
Could be your
Right.
fish.
Next
or
door
your
neighbor.
pet.
Yes, it
know,
could be a
abusive
pet.
dog.
There you go. That's another one. You
Hey,
know.
believe it or not, a lot of animals get abused as well.
Yes,
That's true.
absolutely.
I know.
They don't have voices to talk back now, which is a shame.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So
y'all hitting some areas.
yeah, it's true. So there's as long as you don't say something, nobody's gonna know what's going on. And I know there's that stigma out there. Never pay attention to that. Reach out to somebody. And with that, I want to say thank you, JAVON.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out.
Appreciate it.
They're gonna roll in some clips, and we're gonna watch some of the event from Survive to Thrive. That's CHRISSY MONROE, her organization with domestic violence. All right, let me hear you say blaze the mic.
Blaze the mic.
y'all.
Blaze the mic.
See y'all next time.
We gonna blaze the mic. I said blaze the mic. We gonna blaze the mic. We gonna blaze the mic.
Hear that one.
Raise the mic. 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 Raise the mic.
Who got it? I got it.
Raise the mic.
I got
Raise
it.
the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. It don't matter who got it. Raise the mic. I got it.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Who got it? I got it. Raise the mic. I got it.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. It don't matter who got it. Raise the mic. I got it.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, 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 raise the mic,
Who got it? I got it.
raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic. It don't matter who got it. Raise the mic. I got it.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
raise the mic, raise the mic.
I just want to say one thing. Well, I want to say two things. One thing I want to say is growing up in the hood, you know, and I don't want to just say in the hood, I want to just say when you're around negativity, they lie to us. They say, pardon my language, they say bitches ain't shit. They say money over hoes. They say if you ever get into a bad situation, you know, your girl is going to leave you. But what bothered me is when my wife became incarcerated, every time I went to visit her, the visiting floor was empty. The whole penitentiary is full of, it's a female prison. And the visiting floor is empty. But when I go to Rikers Island to visit my homies, the visiting floor is crowded full of females. So from my own experience and my own observation, some of these dudes who say bitches ain't shit and bitches are disloyal or women ain't whatever bullshit they come up with, they are the real bitches. Those are the real bitches because females, we've been miseducated and mistaught about females. And the last thing I want to say is a woman is more precious than a buried black pearl deep within the ocean's waters. The diver who discovers this example of art, wealth, and beauty is a very happy man. I say that to say gold and precious pearls exist, but the knowledge is not known to so many of us. So that means these women are queens, are incredible, but you have to take the time out to get to know them, to put them on that pedestal. Then you will get all of the real qualities out of your lady. So if you're so busy thinking you a pimp, you a player, or you this and you that, you will never know the true potential of your lady. So remember, like I said, gold and precious pearls are discovered. Don't be a domestic abuser. Don't be a player. Be a discoverer.
I just want to say, Papoose, your right to white career. I want to say this. I want to translate that in biblical form. Can I do that for him?
Yes.
The Bible says in Proverbs 18:22, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. And he finds favor with the Lord. So a lot of these punks that Papoose is talking about, that's abusing these women and calling these women these different names, right? They don't understand that the favor is in their wife. So you will never have the favor from God until you find your wife. You got that? So we must understand that in order for us to have favor from God, we have to have righteousness in our heart to love our woman. Amen? So all of these men that think they can survive without a woman, keep pushing, keep struggling, but you're never going to have no favor. God bless
you. And so many women that I was there with, like you'd be surprised the percentage of women that are there because of domestic violence cases. And you'll be even more surprised when you realize how many of them had reached out to the authorities, had a very, very long list of months and even years of abuse that was never addressed, that was never considered, even when they were given sentences, because they received very harsh sentences. No one took into consideration that these people, that these women were asking for help. Some of them nearly lost their lives. Some of them bared scars that they could never get rid of due to the abuse that they had endured. And some of them may never come home because they chose to save their life. There is no self-defense law in New York. They say, you know, you stay there and you're doing portion of, you know, almost 7 years incarcerated, and so many women that I was there with, like you'd be surprised the percentage of women that are there because of domestic violence cases. And you'll be even more surprised when you realize how many of them had reached out to the authorities, had a very, very long list of months and even years of abuse that was never addressed, that was never considered, even when they were given sentencing, because they received very harsh sentences. No one took into consideration that these people, that these women were asked to violence yet. And if it was, you know, it was swept under the rug. So I seen my mom and my aunt and my friends' moms go through domestic violence, and I always knew that's what I didn't want, and that's what I wouldn't tolerate. So when I was speaking on the show, I was speaking about women who lie, because we have these new movements now, and everyone's trying to jump on a bandwagon, and oh, that happened to me too. And it bothers me because these people are, they're kind of like the people with FEMA. When they seen all that was going on in New Orleans.
Can we have some respect, please?
And people was giving out money, so people was acting like certain things happening to them so they could get a check. So I see that happening with this movement. And it pains me because there are real women like CHRISSY who are out there that really have been abused, that really have had to fight for their lives, that are really sitting in prison because they were fighting for their lives. So when I see women who take this opportunity to use it as a way to get a check or a couple of seconds of fame, it pisses me off. And I have to speak for them. In the same way I have to speak for them, I have to speak for my men that are innocent, because there are some men out there, like my husband, like my brother Fat Joe, that would never put their hands on women, that would probably jump in and beat up a guy that they saw beat up a woman that they didn't even know. So I commend everyone who came here tonight to support the cause, and I wish you guys the most success. And y'all know I'm here anytime y'all need anything. I'm here. Yeah.
How y'all doing? We're live right here at the Hip Hop Against Domestic Violence Survive to Thrive. This is an event that y'all want to be at. And let me tell you, we got no other but Ahmed Rodriguez. And y'all know who he is from Powers Industry. Ahmed, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Supporting my girl CHRISSY right now. PAPOOSE and everybody else, you know what I mean? So I'm here.
I know them. You know, you always do a lot of stuff in the community. I always see you around helping out and making sure that people are, you know, doing what they got to do. Now today, for this event, like, what is your cause towards this event, or what is it that you can bring towards this event?
Well, CHRISSY said we have alcohol and food. So I said, I put my black card out, and I said I'm gonna be there for that. You know what I mean?
So
no, but in all seriousness, I'm just playing. So I'm here because, you know, domestic violence is a very serious thing when it comes to, especially with women of color. It's a universal issue, but especially with women of color.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm here to show my support. You know what I mean? Like you said, we do a lot of events. A lot of the events I target young people, but domestic violence is prominent among a lot of our young people that are coming up. They don't understand the girlfriend-boyfriend situation. So, you know, so I'm definitely here to support, you know what I mean? And, you know, deliver whatever support I can as it relates to talking about that topic, you know?
Yeah, you know what, I want to commend you for coming out, because you don't always see a lot of guys coming out. Most of the time, you know, it's always a women's affair kind of thing, but it's really good that you did come out. Everybody, you all know what's going down. It's Powers Industry, Ahmed Rodriguez. You want to say anything to anybody out there? Give a shout out something?
Well, I don't want to give a shout out, but so we got a lot of stuff coming up. Make sure you watch it for those celebrity basketball games. Chris Broussard, He's on Fox 1 now. Came from ESPN. Now he's with us at Fox 1, man. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, man. A lot of basketball players. We're gonna be raising a lot of money for kids. So I'm more excited about that than anything else, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Keep us posted. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Ahmed happens to be my big brother. He's a mentor to us. So we listen to what he says. Hey.
Family. Non-judgmental, unconditional love. And Dawn is one of the best. Anybody ever mess with Dawn? You're messing with me. I love you, Dawn.
I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight for the support, especially our board members of Survive to Thrive Global. I am so proud of CHRISSY. She is the most bravest woman I know. I don't understand how any man could put their hands on a woman. Any man can be emotionally abusive towards a woman. And CHRISSY has used her platform to get the word out that domestic violence is not only a sin, it's a crime. And you will be prosecuted. I started out as a prosecutor, and so many times women would drop the charges, a vicious cycle. But now because of CHRISSY and the foundation, people know that they're not alone, they have support. That's right.
Raise the mic, 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 raise the mic.
Who got it? I got it. Raise the mic, I got it.
Raise the mic,
raise the mic. It don't matter who got it. Raise the mic, I got it.
raise the mic,
Raise the mic,
raise the mic,
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.
Raise the mic.